Hello, my name is Pen. I am a freelance digital artist. We just finished Inktober a few days ago, and I got another idea out of that. So I want to essentially do a playthrough where I show you what I'm thinking about and what I notice in a video game. This video game in particular we're going to play is Lugaru. Technically, this is within the sequel. The sequel game has the prequel built into it, which is really cool. The original game, Lugaru, had very old kind of Nintendo 64 graphics, and so they decided to update it with their current graphics in the sequel, which is pretty cool. And I've played both games, so it's not a blind playthrough. But this way, I know what to look for, and I can explain all the stuff that I noticed they're doing. The original game came out in 2005, and this game came out in 2017, I think. So there was a huge gap. But during that period of time, they were posting behind the scenes all the time. Their storytelling is very unique, the gameplay is very unique, so let's dive in. I will ramble as an artist, overanalyzing a game. It's really fun, so let's go ahead. Lugaru had a big impact on me. I mean, yes, it's animal characters, yet again, but it's also the way they do it, because that's a big part for me. I need it to feel unique or interesting. So this game, as you could see in the thumbnail and a little bit here, is that it's obviously animals walking upright. They live as animals. I think that's a big distinction to make, is that the characters don't act like people without also being animals. To me, that's a really important detail. I understand when it's fun to have animal characters, but you don't want to put the extra complication of, well, how would they act if they were different animals? To me, that's the fun of it. As I've already discovered with the recent series Beastars, they make it important that they're animals. And so this series does the same. Let's dive into the gameplay, and I will mention things as we go. Like right here, notice that question mark is 2D. It is a 2D element, a flat image within a 3D game. As I'm moving the camera, the 2D picture of this question mark, which has a cool painting effect on it. They talked about this throughout their art asset overviews, where they would explain the models they're making here, how they would blend objects together, test ideas and see how it works within the game. And one of the items they had was, one of the ideas they had was to have 2D elements as a visual, which I think works great, catches my attention. I can look around the screen and see all these question marks of where I can talk, or who I can talk to. So let's go ahead, let's start it up. Willow says, "Nice day, isn't it?" Turner, the main character. "Bright and clear, as far as we can see. Hard enough to sneak up on us." "Enough with the raiders already. They're not coming here," says Willow. "Bet that's what they thought at Red Shards." "What do we know? What do we have they even want? Grass?" "We have bodies." "They're taking slaves." "Oh, nonsense. You spend too much time gossiping at the Rocky Hall. That blade of grass is right in the camera view." I'll try to focus more on the actual gameplay. We'll see how all this goes, because I've never done Let's Plays before. So I like that this little question mark also has a little bit of a rim lighting on it. There's a little bit of a drop shadow you can see. That's useful, and I use it all the time with my own stuff, with thumbnails and pictures, in order to have it stand out amongst the background, because the background could be blue, or it could be this green and this dark colors in the back. Like whatever background you have, it won't matter if you have a black background to help the question mark show up. Even if you put it against other parts of white, because normally that would be an issue. If you have a white question mark against a white background, you wouldn't be able to see it. But they put the black behind it, so now you can see this item. So I think that's really cool. "All clear. Still," says Skipper. "You sure we still need to keep watch during broad daylight like this?" "You forgot what happened to the Red Village, or the village at Red Shards? That can't happen here." "Come on, that was seasons ago. Surely they've heard about you and Willow and what you did in the war. They wouldn't dare." "That's why they'd sneak up on us. They know the losses they'd take in a fair fight." "Well, at least Willow's taking her shift soon. My legs are killing me." Okay, so we already can get that Turner's paranoid. This main character here, this brown rabbit, he clearly has been through a war with Willow over here. They did change the story a tiny bit from the original version of this game. It was a long release, but also they were trying to work a lot on their own engine and creating their own mechanics. So in that case, I can totally get it. I really look up to those guys. It was cool to see their journey. It helped me realize what creators go through when working in a studio, even a small group of people. Seeing that all these video games and movies around us were made by people, and they went through the same struggles we do. If you're outside the industry and you just look at it as a fan, and you're like, how do they do these movies? It's really important, I think, to see how they actually did it, so that you can relate to those people and believe in yourself a little more and realize, oh, these ideas I have are not far-fetched. I can do them too. I just have to learn the process and go through the struggle. Okay, so someone is chilling under this tree. They look sleepy, and Turner is checking on them. Rough night? Ugh, you have no idea. I had a horrible dream. Don't want to talk about it. I get that. I've been in on edge myself lately. Okay, so poor Clover here is not doing well, and they're trying to stay in the shade so that it's still kind of dark. Here we go. Here's Rose. Turner, are you finally done with your very important patrol? Hey, I'm just looking out for you and April. I know. Just, we miss you is all. If you have a second, actually, could you talk to our daughter? She climbed up in the ruins and won't come down. Again? Yeah, I'll see what I can do. So clearly, these two rabbits are a couple, and that's their daughter up there, April. My short-term memory is not working right now. I spent all day working. It's usually just listening to music and not talking for hours. So my brain has to wake up with stuff like this. And I still have more to do, but, you know, warming my brain up and my muscles here because I'm trying to remember how the game plays. It's got a unique gameplay style. It's not a button mashing type game. It reacts to the environment around you. It's got parkour here, technically, and you're climbing everything, which is really fun. It's definitely got its own flavor, and I really enjoy that. The original game had that too, even back in 2005. It still stood out because it reacts to whatever's around you. If you want to fight a character, your buttons change function depending on how close the enemy is to you. That's really cool. So yeah, it'll take me a while to refresh myself. So Turner says to his little daughter, April, we talked about this. It's not safe up here. That's not fair. You climb up here all the time. I haven't finished teaching you how to fall safely. Well, whose fault is that? I'm ready. You're too busy with your patrols. I'm sorry. It's just, you don't know what I've seen. Then tell me. Wait, hey, how long has that guy been there? I don't know. Go ask him. I'm sure he's totally a raider scout. Oh, so she's really sassy. I can't tell how old she is because she's a rabbit, and these are anthropomorphic rabbits, so they're acting like people, behaving like people. They look kind of like people, so I can't tell how old she is. Clearly she's smaller than me, so maybe she's like a teenager. But clearly it's a little family. I'm guessing Willow over there, way down here. There we go. And let's finish up and see what this guy's up to, and then we can see where we go from there. Are you lost, friend? And we're fighting. I already knew that was happening, but, you know, oh boy. I am running because I don't remember all the buttons. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, yeah. You can do a lot of parrying, blocking. You can counter an attack. I think that's right. Yeah, I can throw him like that. Kick him while he's down. Got him. They do a little slow-mo every time you defeat an enemy, so that's really cool to indicate, okay, you finished the battle. I will stop here for now. We're about to go into the rest of the story, and I want to see how this length of an episode is. And you can let me know in the comments below, because I'm curious, would you rather see a longer video? I do talk a lot to analyze everything, and if this goes well, I might also go into the sequel game, Overgrowth. Because these games, I watched their journey making the game, so then from my perspective, I want to then give my review and explain stuff. So there are links in the description below for Wolffire Studios, who made this game. You should definitely check them out. They still post stuff on their social media all the time, So if you at least go to their website or their YouTube, you can go from there. It's really interesting. They've got a lot of mods and stuff in the Steam community, so it's really fun, really interesting. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.